Yeah, this is Billiam. I was never really a skateboarder. The coolest trick I knew how to do was sitting on the board and going down the half pipe like a slide. It was like the most exciting version of a slide. Between Rocket Power, the Tony Hawk series, most extreme primate, skateboarding and other extreme sports were everywhere during this time. And while I may have been too much of a baby to actually skateboard, I definitely wasn't too big to use these tech decks. Yeah, I'd sit on him if I wouldn't break them. Well, not the origin of miniature skateboards or fingerboards, Tech Deck was one of the most successful brands to mass market them. You know, it's in the yo-yo and the kendama category of toys, something that's really easy to pick up and start fidgeting with, but you know, if you want to practice, you can pull off some really cool maneuvers. Radical, like the Duncan butterfly and yo-yos, the Tech Deck brand mass marketed this existing toy with licenses from real skateboarding companies, tie-in games, and a whole collection of magnetic figures called Tech Deck Dudes, which could connect to their own boards so you can play with them. Essentially, Tech Deck Dudes were for those who weren't coordinated enough to play with fingerboards on their own, aka posers, aka me.
Oh, here we go, we're gonna go off the ramp. Yeah.
Yeah, I wear Vans. I can't ride that. Some skateboarder is gonna comment, yo, can you even ride that board? And I'm gonna be like, no. There's no wheels. So let's talk about Tech Deck Dudes. Thanks to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Skillshare has a lot of awesome resources for those looking to expand their skills, including classes on illustration, photography, design, freelancing, and more. You're watching a YouTube video right now, meaning you may have thought of creating your own videos. Skillshare has great resources specifically for you, including this newer class by Halise Navaz, Learn Premiere Pro and edit a how-to video for beginners. This class pretty much goes through all the basics you need to know to edit a YouTube video, or really to edit a video in general. And these skills don't have to be exclusive to Premiere, they can be applied to any video editing software. One of the coolest things about Skillshare is their classes are designed for working people. Each lesson is only a couple of minutes and is designed specifically so you could fit it into your day. If you got an extra couple minutes, watch a Skillshare class. With Skillshare Premium, you get access to Skillshare's entire library at just $10 a month. Thousands of classes for just $10. The cool part is the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get 30% off of an annual Skillshare subscription. Even if you already have a free trial of Skillshare, you could use the link in the description to take advantage of this offer to get an annual subscription for unlimited learning and creative exploration. So check it out. The link is in the description down below. Thank you again to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Fingerboards are really just a thin piece of wood with skate deck tape, mini trucks, and wheels. Like a skateboard, it's pretty easy in principle to make. Not saying it's easy to make well, but anyone can drill holes into some wood and screw some wheels onto it. It's a fairly simple toy to make. Before Tech Deck took off, fingerboards in many ways were already a prominent part of skater culture. People were making them as models for building real boards. They were sold as plastic keychains, and other brands before Tech Deck sold fingerboards. There's a prominent scene featuring a fingerboard in this 1985 Bones Brigade tape. Bones Brigade was a group of skateboarders which actually included Tony Hawk, who appears on this tape. I grew up with this as my image of Tony Hawk, so it's so wholesome. By 1998, when toymaker X Concepts created the Tech Deck brand, fingerboards were nothing new. But one of the cool things Tech Deck did was pay for the license to actual skateboard brands, so there was like an authenticity to them.
Real skate companies, real skate graphics. Authentic, replica skateboards, each sold separately.
Even though the founders of X Concepts knew like nothing about skateboarding. Skateboarding was seeing a huge surge in pop culture, and Tech Deck was just following the wind. But with an aggressive strategy, they pretty much had skateboard brand licensing on lock. Very famously, McDonald's ran a Happy Meal fingerboard promotion for a generic brand, which in turn led to a rise in sales for Tech Deck. We're gonna open all of these Tech Decks, and we're gonna go skateboarding. We're gonna do one at a time. They come with these little accessories. So let's just break this open. We're good. We got a little skateboard. Santa Cruz. You know, there he is, and I guess we got this little ramp for this guy. So here I am fingerboarding, you know. Here we go, we're gonna go off the ramp. Yeah, I got it. Yeah! Imagine how fast I can go. That's about how fast I can go. We gotta move it up on the sign and then grind. So that's a pretty tough jump for me as a novice fingerboarder to do. You think I can do that?
What if you use like that ramp?
All right. Let's try this. All right. It's like a little skate park. It's the tabletop skate park. Ready? 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 Ready?
Welcome to Tech Deck. When you're ready to roll, start out on a smooth surface and push right to turn right. Left to turn left. Begin by just trying to roll and pop, roll and pop. This is the first step in learning the most important basic trick of all, the ollie. We'll check that out in the next chapter.
What? I need to learn how to do this ollie. I don't know how to flick my wrist and snap my finger at the same time to get that board off the ground. Okay. So I'm pushing it forward here, so it needs to be straight down. So literally like a flick like that, and then carrying the forward momentum through with it. Okay, so if I can control that after I flick it, so I think I'm getting the flick down.
It's pretty crazy how skilled people can get with fingerboards, like, wow. As someone who was not and is not very well coordinated, the thing that appealed to me about tech decks were the dudes. Hell yeah, look at these guys. They're just like...
Tech Deck dudes with magnetic feet.
Tech Deck dudes are the collectible figures that Tech Deck introduced in 2001. They retailed for about $5 each and came with a special skateboard with magnets inside, so they can stay on and ride it.
You can collect them all.
We're like, I don't care.
And before Tech Deck dudes, there was Tech Deck Pee-wees, which makes sense because before I was some dude, I was a little Pee-wee. Also, thank you so much to Tyler for sending me this collection of Tech Deck dudes and Tech Deck games to my P.O. box.
So there were Tech Deck Dude boards that they made, but we have a solution for this. Hold on. So I have this little magnet, which is how the Tech Deck Dudes would connect to the skateboard, and they are now almost connected to the skateboard. This is how I prefer to play with Tech Decks, with a little dude already on it, and I can just be like, whoa, I'm a little dude already on the Tech Deck. Billy doesn't need to do skateboard tricks. Whoa, whoa. Hell yeah, let's go, woo. All right, so here we got a little pirate peg leg guy. Yeah, pretty cool. We got an alien. And I was right, some of them do not have arms. Like this guy wearing the little Converse doesn't. And then we got a Tech Deck Dude Game Boy Color game. So let's try playing this.
Right now?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty good game. I've played better games on the Game Boy Color.
This is Tech Deck Skateboarding for the Game Boy Color, a Tony Hawk Pro Skater style game which lets you go around a skate park doing tricks and completing missions as your favorite Tech Deck dude. It's a fat ass for a Tech Deck dude. There was also a PC game.
Computer video game!
Oh, I mean computer video game. Tech Deck Dude Bare Knuckle Grind. You'd get different stages on different discs when you buy certain figures. Unfortunately, I still need to get a virtual machine up and running on my PC to play this. So maybe I'll save some gameplay for my second channel. I want to start posting there more. They made a lot of these guys, and eventually they grew arms and became more complicated. Holy shit. Charles Darwin was right. It's fun if you go and look at some of the original packaging for it. They have little personality quizzes for all of the characters or personality sheets. You know, the first Tech Deck dude was named Billy. There were tons of dudes. There were RC dudes, dudes that were pop culture parodies, dudes of skateboard company mascots and logos.
Don't forget about creatures! Yeah. Oh, they're ugly! You can collect the whole darn set!
I had a friend who walked into my office and saw all the Tech Deck dudes laid out on the table, and she said, oh, are these Mighty Beans? And it's like, oh, I totally understand why you think these things would be called Mighty Beans. Mighty Beans would be a very fitting name for their design. But they're not beans. They're thumbs. The dude gave the boards something to go along with and also created this really mimicable style figure I had this Digimon Zudomon figure as a kid. I think I also had the Mega Kabuterimon one, but now I have the Angelwomon one. The fingerboard just became a public domain design that was easy to slap a label on to create merchandise for any franchise. X Concepts even made these Pokemon fingerboards. It's interesting because this is kind of when Pokemon was a little bit younger, and also the Tech Deck wasn't really a big brand at this point, so there's no Tech Deck branding on the packaging, but also X Concepts was sort of a new company at the time, so it makes me wonder how cheap the Pokemon license was at this time.
Those little Tech Deck critters, you know, the ones with magnetic feet. And now with Launch-A-Dude, the new set with a lot of tunnels, you can launch them into midair.
Of course, what are cheaper collectible toys without their expensive play sets? The collectibles, they're the loss leaders. These big things, that's where the money is made. The Tech Deck commercial mascot was the high-energy Duke, who just scream at you.
Trading cards. They got magnetic feet.
Buy Tech Deck or he'll scream at you even more.
New dudes with arms. Trading cards.
Here we got the Halfpipe. You may recognize this shape. Yeah. All right, so Megatron here. It's the X Games. He's going up against Max Goof, who's also at the X Games. Like in Goofy Movie 2, an extremely goofy movie, and he's about to do a trick. All right, we ready? Yeah. Ready for a trick? It's pretty good. Let's see if we can get him enough momentum to get him to the other side. No. So I need to be able to like, all right, I need to land this. I'm just gonna like Photoshop a skateboard under my fingers. Just getting it to lift off and carry forward its forward momentum is like decently difficult.
Sometime before 2010, the Tech Deck brand was purchased by Spin Master, who expanded the pool of licensed boards and even revived Tech Deck Dudes as a brand. I've been using Spin Master boards this whole video.
They're like mini Tech Deck Dudes, and I guess there's a whole bunch of them. So let's open these up and check them out real quick while we're thinking about it. They're not magnetic. They got a little peg in them instead. You can see that. And you just do that. And these skateboards do roll. They're just so much smaller than the other Tech Deck Dudes. Oh, there's a mystery guy too. Who'd we get? Looks like Naruto. Yeah. Oh, that's cute.
They sell their own play sets for these little guys, but I gotta admit, there's something cool about the full-size dudes. They ride the same boards I ride. You know, the little boards, the ones for babies, for me. Spin Master, I'm angry about these new Tech Deck Dudes. Don't get me wrong, if you changed them and made them look like the old Tech Deck Dudes, I still wouldn't buy them. But you should know that as a nerdy guy talking about children's entertainment on the internet, my expectation is that you will cater to my tastes even if I don't give you money. So anyways, this is a new era where I'm angry now. So I'm tired, I'm stressed. I'll see you soon.